Hello, hello, hello. This is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere, and it is time to return to Sherlock Holmes versus Arsene Lupin. Now, we had last left off having found 5 of the replacement birds. So what does this mean? Well, we now have to go and find something to get the 6th. And we must be Watson again. So we need to go to let's see, are we in the south? No, that's Bucky. Oxford Circus. Ah, there we go. Now we have to find some sovereigns. All this to get, alright. Oh, what's that?
A sovereign. Perfect.
We found a sovereign.
Strange place to stow money.
Hi! Kafufu. Alright. Ah. Ah, there's one.
Ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
Ah. There's another one.
Ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
Alright.
Strange place to stow money. Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes. Colonel Gordon. It was during the affair of the lodger in treatment. The Reichenbach Falls. What an awful memory. My eccentric companion keeps his shag tobacco in the toe of this Persian slipper.
Okay, I've gotten 6 sovereigns.
Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes. A sovereign. Perfect. A scandal in Bohemia. Holmes's very first adventure. But why is he keeping this journal? Holmes is not the type to archive his past adventures.
Ah!
Strange place to stow money.
Yeah.
A sovereign. Perfect.
Yay, we have 10 sovereigns. Yep, I got 10 sovereigns. Alright, time to go to the Golden Lion.
How much for one of these turtles?
The champion isn't within your means, chap. The loser will set you back 10 sovereigns.
No, I have nothing to ask him.
Alright, I got myself a turtle. Alright, so now we go back to the Tower of London. No, not there. Alright. Meanwhile.
While you wait, Watson, I need something big with which to catch the lammergeier. It's a rather large bird.
So I need to have... Alright, so let's head to the weapons room. No, Tower of London map. There is a net somewhere in here. But where? Ah, there it is.
This net would be perfect if it wasn't in such a pitiful state. I'll need some string to repair it. This string is perfect. I'll get to work while I await Watson.
Ah, no. Okay, this is one of those, No, it's not like this. Oh, I see. This is one of those, you gotta figure out the right starting point, and then work from there. Let's see. No. So what's the right way? Ah, bingo. Ooh, damn. I think we got it now. There we go. Ah! What?
Here's your turtle, Holmes.
Watson, you impress me. This specimen will be ideal. I need to find somewhere to put it down, Watson.
Okay. Okay.
Stand back, Watson, as we wait for our bearded friend to descend.
I hope you'll be able to catch it on the first try, Holmes. Ginger would never forgive me.
Ginger?
Yes, the turtle.
Of course, of course.
Got him.
There's our starving friend, Watson, and the last paper.
At last. I thought we'd never succeed. Now can we head back to our lodgings and sleep for part of the day? We have until this evening.
We are heading back to Baker Street, Watson, but not to sleep. We have time for a meal, and then we must make haste to the next location that we will ascertain with the help of these messages.
But I'm done for, Holmes.
As Aeschylus said, I think the slain care little if they sleep or rise again. Come, Watson, make haste.
All right. So now
I can no longer take it. Regardless where these papers that were found on those damn birds at the Tower of London lead, you'll be going without me, Holmes. Plus, this business cannot remain secret much longer, and Scotland Yard would like to take over the case again, and I would gladly give it to them.
You are correct, Watson. Even if Chief Warder Smith sent 2/3 of his men on holiday to minimize the risk of leaks, the authorities would be aware with very little delay that something was afoot in London, and they would want to take over the case, as you say. But Scotland Yard is once again facing a strong opponent and is up against a resounding failure. There is no question of my stepping down or even thinking of resting, not while England is being menaced by Arsene Lupin.
As you wish, Holmes. If only I had known that one day you would be giving me lessons in patriotism.
Now, try to figure out the meaning of these messages.
But how, Holmes?
They are illegible, Watson, but as Lupin seems to be a magician when the mood strikes him, it may well be a conjuring trick. I need something. Elementary.
Good. With no hope of return, the 6 have flown. What to do, I bear you groan. I will avenge the harm against my nation. The price steep for restitution. As history proves, a sublime emperor displayed to the world our splendor. He conquered the land from east to west. The treasures he unearthed, all were impressed. From the center of the earth they came, 1,000-year-old, even 1,000 again. It was called a treaty, but it was merely a plot, for you to steal what was yours to take not. The name you search for is a city, that of Catherine, a saint very pretty. She was the model not only for Raphael, but Slario, Crivelli, and Lochner as well. England still retains this plunder. A brash display, is it any wonder? The treasure is mine for the taking. I will succeed or die trying. Covered in riddles, the object I am after. It turned a young Frenchman into a master. You thought it was one of yours running the show, who deserved to win the prize, but no. This it is to our man, not your Mr. Young, to whom we say you are a champ, a lion. Champion. Curious.
Incomprehensible yet again.
Nay, Watson, this letter talks of painting amongst other things, and I bet Lupin wants to gain some time by having us strolling around London, but this time I anticipate arriving at the site of the next theft before he does. Watson, you're spent. You must rest this morning, and I'll take care of this alone. I'll come back to collect you around 11 o'clock. I must find something that resembles the description given in the poem.
Okay. Alrighty, so let's see. So let's see. Justice Court, British Museum. National Gallery. Let's talk to the National Gallery. Okay. Let's talk to the director.
Hello, gentlemen. Judging by the calm, our little ploy regarding the mildew has worked.
Indeed. As long as it doesn't work beyond our expectations, and we will get our visitors back when we reopen. So, have you found the Fighting Temeraire?
I must confess not, but we are making progress on the case.
Hmm.
Farewell, gentlemen.
So, now I have to find 4 pictures of St. Catherine. Okay, let's go to the Italian gallery. That's German. Is this the Italian? Italian? Yes, Italian, okay. Okay. What's this? No. 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 So I have to find St. Catherine.
St. Catherine of Alexandria,
Ah!
painted by Carlo Crivelli, bought as part of the Prince Anatole Demidov collection in 1868.
But that's not the one I want.
St. Catherine of Alexandria by Raphael, painted around 1507, one of the greatest Italian painters and architects of the High Renaissance.
Oh, but here's another one.
St. Catherine of Alexandria by Antonio de Solario in 1514, originally part of a triptych.
Part of a triptych. Okay, that's 3 of them. Oh, and then the German gallery has a painting of Catherine. Is this it? Oh! Is this it?
St. Catherine of Alexandria, in good company, painted around 1450 by Stefan Lochner, a hand shutter of an altarpiece, presented in 1863 by Queen Victoria at the Prince Consort's wish.
So did I find the right 6 paintings?
St. Catherine of Alexandria.
By Lochner.
St. Catherine of Alexandria, in good company, painted around 1450 by Stefan Lochner, a hand shutter of an altarpiece, presented in 1863 by Queen Victoria at the Prince Consort's wish.
Okay, so I found 2. Well, what's this one? And then let's see. Crivelli?
St. Catherine of Alexandria by Antonio de Solario in
Okay.
1514, originally part of a triptych. St. Catherine of Alexandria, painted by Carlo Crivelli, bought as part of the Prince Anatole Demidov collection in 1868.
Okay. But, I don't get this. This was by
St. Catherine
Raphael.
of Alexandria by Raphael, painted around 1507, one of the greatest Italian painters and architects of the High Renaissance.
I wonder if let me take this to the director and see if that works here.
Do you have another clue, Mr. Holmes?
Let's see. Yes,
As
let's
for
do
the
that.
investigation, I have the names of 4 artists who may have paintings on exhibit here.
I am feeling weary and out of sorts after all of the commotion, and I am not able to help you any further. The museum, however, is all yours.
Thank you.
Ah, that's what I had to do.
Farewell, gentlemen.
Alright. There we go.
Here's what I've been looking for.
Yes. Now that I've triggered it.
And here's St. Catherine of Alexandria by Raphael. And here's St. Catherine of Alexandria by Raphael.
Okay. Next we look at this one.
Here's what I've been looking for.
Now that I know what I'm doing here. It's been years.
Here is St. Catherine of Alexandria by Solario. Here is St. Catherine of Alexandria.
Another
Here's
one.
what I've been looking for.
Yes. We've already looked at all these, but we didn't look at them at the right time.
It's St. Catherine of Alexandria by Crivelli.
And then we go over here to the last one.
Here's what I've been looking for. Look, a Lochner entitled St. Catherine of Alexandria. There, I've made note of the 4
Alexandria.
paintings indicated a Lupin poem. I shall return to Watson, and we'll put our heads together.
Okay. Alright, time to go back to the... west?
Holmes has left at last. I'm worn out, but I have no choice. I must take advantage of his absence by recovering his Legion of Honor. I'll make haste to the bank, and then attempt to find the crooks to whom I pawned it. There, I've been able to gather a sufficient sum of money. Now, to the Golden Lion.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Alright, back in the Golden Lion.
Couldn't pay attention? Closed. Tell me, my good man, do you remember me? Last night I was in the next room where I pawned an object that I have come to buy back. Where can I find those concerned?
Just where do you think you are? In the Duchess's front parlour? If there ain't nobody, it's 'cause there ain't nobody, and I don't know no more than that. We don't ask questions here, we drink and shut it.
It's a scandal. You'll hear from me, Mr.
Shh, shh. I'm a secret wall with ears. Shh. Shh, shh. I'm a secret wall with ears. Shh.
Great. Oh, Mr.
Why,
Pierce.
Doctor, what lucky happenstance. Have you recovered from last night's temper?
Oh, hello there. It's lucky that I have found you here. I've collected the amount necessary to buy back the medal that I pawned yesterday. You look like someone who might know the ruffians who were holding the bookseller. Do you know where I could find them?
You aren't serious, I hope. I don't know them any better than you. Earlier in the evening, I had them round in hopes of gleaning a few morsels, but that's all. I had thought that you, like me, had bluffed, and that your trinket wasn't worth a nicker. By this time, it has certainly been melted and sold as bullion. At best, it's still in the window of a pawnbroker's.
What are you telling me? You're going to tell me where I can find these rogues and the medal. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in the thick of it, because I've got friends in high places. I do.
Why, Doctor, you're acting like a common thug. I, who have done everything possible for you.
You must excuse me. I do apologize. How could you know? I seem to have lost my usual aplomb. This case is dragging on, and to top it all off, I have lost my friend's medal.
Don't worry, I've seen worse. As for your head, it's sleep that you need. Your ideas will be much sharper after a rest.
Impossible. My friend will be returning any moment, and then we'll end up I don't know where in London in order to stop... but I've said too much. The men who have the medal, is there any way to find them?
Maybe, but I'll have to call in a few favours, and that takes time. And money.
I have 100 guineas. Will that suffice?
That should do the trick, but I can't guarantee anything. In any case, I'll do all that I can, I promise you, to help retrieve the medal.
Thank you very much.
I'll get to it immediately, but don't forget that you owe me one. Or 3, rather.
Watson, I thought I'd be dragging you out of bed.
I was summoned to visit a patient.
Obviously a hypochondriac.
Eh? Yes. How did you know?
Otherwise, you would have taken your medical bag along.
Yes. By Jove, you are clever.
As for the case at hand, which must be our priority, we must find to which treaty is referred in the latest message from Lupin. I just came from the National Gallery, and I think we have all of the elements necessary to formulate an answer. What do you think, Watson?
To what does the Treaty of Six Birds refer? Well, it's Alexandria.
The Treaty of Alexandria.
Yes.
Exactly, Watson.
Would it not be the one following our victory over Napoleon Bonaparte?
Undoubtedly, Watson,
Yes.
but we need details. I'll go see Barnes. His store wasn't open when I arrived, but it should be now. Rest for a while, and I'll be back soon.
With pleasure, Holmes.
So now I have to figure out what's next. I know what's next. Again, I've played this before. The treaty, and there is such a great French claim. And there's only one item it could be. Ah, Barnes.
Oh, hello, Mr. Holmes. What can I do for you?
Good day, Barnes. I'm looking for a book that deals with English victories and the subsequent treaties, the Treaty of Alexandria in particular.
You'll have to excuse me, but I am already run off my feet this morning as I need to relabel some of the books. I'll leave you to look for yourself. There must be something in the history shelf near the back.
Okay, yes, there will be something. Oh. Ah, here they are. Treating history. A history of treaties by Trenti Tarut. That's a hard one. Symbol of the English superiority over the part of the African continent. The Treaty of Alexandria was signed in 1801 after the defeat of the French forces under General Meneu and the subsequent surrender. According to Article 16 of the treaty, the English imposed delivery of antiquities held in the city of Alexandria. The major of these pieces had been, perhaps inopportunely, moved from Cairo to Alexandria in order to keep them secure. Indeed, at the instigation of Napoleon, the Cairo Institute was created with a number of savants of renown. The most beautiful pieces of Egyptian antiquity which had been found during the French campaign were at the center of their studies. However, the advancement of the English forces didn't leave the scholars much time to study the ancient Egyptian treasures, and it was decided that the most precious ones would be sent to Alexandria. This selection proved to be quite beneficial to the Crown of England, who laid claim, as previously stated, to all of the antiquities present in Alexandria, but magnanimously left all of the remainders in Cairo to France. It should be noted that the Rosetta Stone, studied by the French scholar Champollion, who unlocked the key to understanding hieroglyphics, was part of the plunder and was sent to England on the HMS L'Egyptine the next year. The stone can now be seen in the British Museum.
I found it, Barnes. I'll take it.
Fine, Mr. Holmes. You'll settle up later? You see, it's quite a rare book. Quite dear, too.
Yes, it is. Alrighty. Alright, back to Baker Street. Uh-oh. Somebody's waiting. Constable.
Day, Mr. Holmes.
Good day, Rufus.
I've got a message for you, I have. Direct from the yard. I'm supposed to bring you to Inspector Lestrade quick as can be. There's going to be a right important meeting, there is. The PM himself will be there.
For once, Lestrade is ahead of the game. Listen, Rufus, in order to save some precious time, will you bring a message to the inspector? Tell him to meet me here with as much of the force as he can muster, but he must be discreet. Do you understand?
Right, Mr. Holmes. I'll be off, I will.
Thank you. Let's
Alright.
head to Baker Street.
No kidding. Right here. Alright. Okay. Now, I'm going to stop it here, because next we're going to have to go wake up Holmes. Thank you. And we'll continue this adventure next time. Now, as always, thank you for watching, and as always, I'm Rich Kale here on YouTube, RichGenX elsewhere, and if you enjoy my playthroughs of these games, please subscribe to the channel and check out some of the other playthroughs on the channel, including the 3 games at the time of recording set prior to this one. I am also working my way through, I started playing Alien vs. Predator, the 2010 release. I'm working through the Marines mission right now, and things are really getting somewhere. As I suspect something more is about. I am also working my way through the LucasArts library, and I've been working my way through the Monkey Island franchise. I am currently on Escape from Monkey Island, and once I get done with that, I will leave LucasArts for one installment, as the 5th Monkey Island game was produced by Telltale Games, called Tales of Monkey Island. I am also working my way through titles with Call of Cthulhu in the name, currently working on Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. I do a series of runs through Monstrum, and I just recently finished Myst 5, and I plan to take on another game in the Myst series' place, which you'll see when it's time. I am also working my way through several Sierra titles, and I'm currently working on Gabriel Knight 3, Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned. And there's some others up on the channel that you might find interesting. So take care all, and have a good one. Goodbye.